Hey, how's it going, everyone? WTFSexyHeadphones here. Happy Mondays to you guys. So I'm testing out my Logitech webcam again. I've been kind of dicking around with it, and I did a short little test, and it looked like everything was okay and in sync, and then I decided to render it and make sure that I rendered it properly and that everything was okay, and it looks like it came out fine. So we're going to try this again. This is going to be our Monday vlog, and so help me if somewhere between this and uploading it somehow gets out of sync, I'm gonna freak you guys. So fair warning, if this is out of sync when you're watching it on YouTube, I don't even know. So I tested a little bit of it. Like, I made sure, because mine would get out of sync like after like 5 seconds. So I did like 30 seconds of just rambling, and it seemed fine. And then I render it, and I was watching, and I'm like, okay, everything seems pretty good. So that's what's happening, you guys. Okay. Hopefully it's somehow fixed, because I have too many issues, you guys. This is too many. So anyway, I'm gonna try and make this quick. I never really do that well, but anyway, I want to apologize for the lack of videos coming up. So you guys know it's probably gonna be a bit spastic, because I started my second job back up again, and I'm working those Saturdays and Sundays, and I tend to at least get 4 or so shifts a week over at my main job. However, though, at my main job, my store manager just up and quitted. So I've been getting called in a lot because well, our store manager's gone, and someone's got to cover the shifts and things like that. And it's been a busy week, you guys. It's been kind of crazy, because now I'm working the weekends again at one job, and then the other job I'm working the weekdays, and the manager's gone, and so there's all this stuff that needs to get done, and shifts to cover, and I don't even know. So I haven't had time to do any videos, and honestly, when I've had the time, I'm just like, I'm drained. I just kind of want to play some games casually and just chill. I don't have the energy to attempt being entertaining, so I apologize for that, you guys. But not only that, the reason I've also been kind of slow, or at least I guess to add on to the slowness of why things haven't been going anywhere, is because also I'm trying to figure out recording things. A handful of people suggested different things to record with, and I'm like, I'm going to start with what I got, see if I can make it work, and if not, we'll move on. So some people are like, oh, just use, like you stream with open broadcast software, just, try that, like amp up the settings on there and just try recording with it. So I recorded with it, and the audio comes out fine. And if any of you guys watched my latest Black Mesa video, like the part where I started recording with that is all pixelated. Like, I have it at 1080p, 60 frames per second, and trust me, the game plays higher than that half the time. And it's all pixelated, and I'm just like, I don't like, if I stand and if I stare just like straight ahead, I'm just like staring straight ahead, it works, like, it looks gorgeous, like it looks all nice and HD, like, but so help me if I turn and do something else, you guys. So help me if I do anything like that, it gets all fucked up and it gets all pixelated. And I didn't realize that, because the episode I just uploaded, part of it was recordings from whatever other software I use, and then part of it was the Open Split Broadcaster. So I just quickly jumped through it to make sure that everything rendered, there's no black spots, because I've had issues where suddenly, like, the video's black, and I didn't even realize that it was, like, pixely. I thought it was just because I was jumping through it too quickly, and the video program wasn't catching up with it, and I didn't think anything of it. And then I tried rendering the next episode, and I realized, oh my god, it's all pixelated. So open broadcaster gonna be a nah. The sound turns out perfectly fine, but the video, I don't even know. I have it on high settings, and it just, like, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. So, and then there's, of course, shadow play, which we talked about, and some people are like, oh, it's super awesome. Some people are like, oh, it's super blah. And it records the video fine, and it makes the files nice and small, and it's not huge. It doesn't take up much space, except the audio sounds like shit. And I have it on this microphone. I know this microphone does well, but the audio just sounds like shit. And I'm just like, I don't understand why the audio sounds like shit. Like, what the fuck? And unfortunately, since it's in beta, and hopefully when they better polish it out, they give you more options rather than, do you want your microphone on or off? Because I'm like, well, if I can, like, try and adjust the settings, that would be cool. But for those of you guys who have shadow play, you can't really do that. So I'm just like, fuck. So I might use shadow play, but I'll have to use something like Audacity to record the audio, which is going to be a little bit more work, but I might have to do that. Or for the time being, I might just try and get fraps on this computer and just do fraps, because at least fraps may have large files, but you know what? It does the audio fine, it does the video fine, it captures exactly what's on my screen. I can tell it's a frame lock and it'll fucking do it, and it's fucking simple, you guys. It's goddamn simple. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't have any, it's just so nice and simplified, and a simpleton like me loves it. Yes, the files are huge, but you know what? At least it fucking does everything else properly. You know, at least it figures everything else out perfectly, and everything's in sync and not pixelated, and the audio sounds fine. You know what I'm saying, you guys? You know what I'm saying? So, that is what's going on in my life, you guys. Recording things all fucked up. Rendering things getting fucked up. This camera is sometimes fucked up. I swear to God, if it's fucked up when you guys watch this, I'm going to be heartbroken, because I at least did a test for about a minute and it seemed fine. So if it suddenly fucks up, I'm going to be sad. And not only that, but I got to figure out, like, you know, I told you guys I have the Movie Studio 13 off of Steam, and that seems to be working pretty fine, except I got to, you know, whenever you use new programs and mix them together, you got to find out those quirks. And I tested recording, what was it? I tested recording some Black Mesa with Shadowplay just to see how Shadowplay is doing. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just do different audio for it and just do that. And then I realized when I rendered it in my movie thingamabob, my Studio Movie 13 Platinum whatevers, like it looks, like, I don't want to say out of focus, because it can't really be out of focus, you know, but it, like, the video looks more soft. Like, if I move too much, like, it doesn't keep that sharpness to it. And then I was like, oh, maybe it's Shadowplay. And then I pulled it up on, like, just the raw video itself. I'm like, no, I'm like, it looks pretty solid and good. But after I rendered it out, like, it looked softer. Like, if I moved, like, the edges were soft for a little bit before kind of sharpening up again. Do anyone know what I mean? Am I making any sense? I don't know, you guys. I just don't know. So this is all the things that are going on right now, all the things to try and figure out, and I'm all like, cool, you know what, I'm going to try and be less of a simpleton, learn new technologies, try and play with new programs, test a lot of things out instead of going back to my usual Sony Vegas and Fraps. But you know what, it's slowly fucking pushing me right in that direction, because I'm just like, I want to get content out to you guys because I love your faces and I want to give you guys what you want. But currently that's not happening with everything I'm doing. And then the fact that now I'm working 6 or 7 days a week and getting called in and all that jazz, I'm just like, I don't even have time to try and test things out, you know? I have an hour before work, so I got to get this rendered really soon and hopefully get out to you before I have to go to work. So I'm going to stop jabbering. So that's what's going on, you guys. You know, yeah. I just want to lie on the floor and do nothing, you know what I'm saying? I just want to lie on the floor and do nothing. Anyway, I'm going to go, you guys, because I got to really get this to you. So, quick story time for you all. When I was like 2 or 3 and my sister was 4 or whatever, my dad wouldn't make us pancakes one morning, and then we said that we were leaving. So we packed up like in our snowsuits and everything, and then we grabbed like our backpacks and we're like stuffing our stuffed toys in them and everything, and just started like walking down the driveway in like January Northern Illinois weather, like frigid cold outside, saying that we were leaving because our dad wouldn't make us pancakes in the morning. Anyway, I was such a little rebel. Alright, you guys, you have a fabulous Monday. I will hopefully get videos to you guys soon. I will try, okay? I will try. Later, guys. Bye. Feel my power!